Here's my final college football playoff rankings of the season. The committee will reveal their rankings in about an hour, so we'll see how close I am. At number 10, I have Kansas State. They had a very impressive Big 12 championship win yesterday, and they've been a very good team all season, very underrated. But their resume just doesn't stack up to the teams ahead of them, so I think number 10 is fitting. At number 9, I have USC, and if you want to talk about a fall from grace, USC is the definition of that. Heading into Friday, USC controlled their own destiny, but they blew it. And it's not just that they lost, it's how they lost, getting completely dismantled by Utah. Looking completely flat in the second half, they have fallen all the way to number 9. And at number 8, I have Utah. Utah absolutely dominated this game after the first quarter. And outside of that week 1 loss to Florida, they have looked very, very good this season. I think that they're one of the more talented teams in the country, but they have 3 losses, and their resume just doesn't stack up to the teams ahead of them, so I have them at number 8. At number 7, I have Penn State. Everybody always wants to talk about how Bama has 2 good losses. Well, nobody in the country has better losses than Penn State to 2 teams that'll probably be in the college football playoff. And they have been absolutely dominant outside of those 2 games. And Penn State is more than likely going to be headed to the Rose Bowl, so they fit at number 7. At number 6, I have Alabama. No, they are not going to the college football playoff. I explained all that in my video yesterday. Go take a look at it. But this team has been very, very good this season. I do think that they'll dominate whatever bowl game they're in. But you can't lose 2 games and have no wins against teams with more than 8 wins without a conference title and expect to make the playoff. Bama, I'm sorry, you're staying at 6. At number 5, I have Tennessee. I don't think one injury should be the reason that you were ranked at a certain spot. That is why I have them ahead of Bama. They beat Bama. They both have 2 top 25 losses, and one of their losses was on the road to the number 1 team in the country. Their resume is honestly identical to Bama's, except they beat Bama, so they're going to be at number 5. At number 4, I have TCU. I know that they lost their Big 12 title game, but 1 loss in a championship game against the team you already beat in overtime should not be the reason that you missed the playoff when there is nobody below you who has a better resume. TCU has been a very good team all season, and I do think that they're going to give trouble to Georgia if that's the team they play. But we will see, but I do have TCU in the college football playoff. At number 3, I have Ohio State, and at number 2, I have Michigan. A rematch of the game. Michigan did dismantle Ohio State last time, but I do think if they do match up, Ohio State will put up a much better fight and might be able to pull off a win. But both teams have earned the right to be in the college football playoff. And at number 1, I have Georgia. Do I really need to do much explaining here? They've clearly been the best team in the country all season. They've earned the right to be the number 1 seed, and they very well could win back-to-back national championships.